Awesome. Okay, so I'm here with Garth Stein. He just did a presentation here at LRSC about his book, The Art of Racing in the Rain. Great book, total can't put it downer. And I'm here interviewing him today. So hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So first of all, where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Gotcha, great. And then when did you start writing?
I wrote always as a student, high school, college, and all that. And then I kind of took a diversion and I went off and made documentary films for a long time. And I wrote my first novel when I was 32.
Great. And what inspired you to start writing this book?
It comes from a lot of different areas. One was a film that I had seen about dogs being reincarnated in Mongolia. And then a poem that I read, and I was a race car. I raced on amateur level for a long time, and so I've kind of set it there. So it's sort of like not any one place, but a lot of different places.
So you raced for a while. When did you start getting into your racing career?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I lived in New York for a long time. I didn't even own a car. So when I moved back to Seattle in 2001, that's when I got into it. My father was into it, and so I started going to the track with him. And then I got a race car and started racing. It was fun. That's
great. So would you say that you relate to Denny?
Sure.
On that aspect, I guess?
Well, on all aspects. I mean, look, when you a character that a writer writes always has some relevance to the writer, whether or not the writer admits it, you know. But so I definitely relate to Denny on a lot of levels. You know, not plot-wise, not story-wise. You know, the trails that he undergoes are not things that I've done, but certainly his dedication to his craft and all that, for sure.
Right. All right. And then, how did you feel when they wanted to finally make your movie?
I mean, by the time they actually started to make the movie, I had sort of disengaged from it in a weird way. So I was kind of like walked around a little bit amused by the whole process. So early on, I really wanted them to make it. It was like a lot of fun. But then they waited. It was almost 10 years from the time they started to actually getting it going. And by then, the book had been around for so long and had such a big following, and there were so many fans. The book kind of maintained itself, and I wasn't really concerned that much with the movie. But it's fun to see it. It's always fun. Yeah.
Really awesome accomplishments. I'm so excited to see the movie. I haven't yet.
Oh, really? Oh,
But
yeah. No, Milo is great, and Amanda Seyfried. She's a star, man.
I love her. Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's the nicest person. Oh
I
my
wish
God.
I could meet him.
Yeah. She's so like real, and like, you know, she'll make these, like, I would see her across at the after party after the premiere. I'd see her on the other side of the room, and she'd catch my eye, and she'd be like, make a face at me, and I'd be like, oh, she's just exasperated,
right?
You know, just tired.
Okay, and finally, is there anything you want to tell the readers, the students?
No, except, you know, reading is really, really important. I think in our world, it's important for empathy. As people, we have to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, and it's a good way to practice empathy without having to actually deal with real people.
All right.
It's a safe way to practice.
Okay.
So.
That's what I have for you. Thanks so much.
Okay, my pleasure.
Yes, nice to meet you.